Okay, friends. Yeah, let's start the session. Yes.
Okay. Last week we learned about how to invite the divine souls, higher souls, to come as our baby and come into our womb to give birth and become a mother. So today, let us briefly, as a doctor, also let me enlighten you regarding the process of pregnancy and that motherhood. It all starts when we are in the womb of our mother. We, as a female baby, as we develop our reproductive organs, the uterus and ovaries and everything. In the ovaries we contain that ovums, no, in millions of numbers. And as we take birth and we get mature, no, they come into lakhs, say around 10 to 20 lakhs of ovum will have. After 30s it declines very fast to up to 90% of ovum will not be there. When we take our birth, no, there will be in millions of numbers, and they come down to 90, only 10% of them will be alive. So the fertility, as we age, it comes down. The maximum fertility period will be around 20 to between 20 to 30 years of age. So 20 to 25 years of age is most fertile period of our life in a female life. So as we take birth, we come as an infant to our mother's baby. We take birth, and after that we grow as a girl baby, and from that we enter into the adolescent age, when we get our first period, that is called menarche, we all know. When we get that our first period, that means our first bleeding starts. Most of people know, and maybe nowadays people are aware of this menstrual cycle and getting periods every month. Previously we never used to have that knowledge, that was not given properly. And we used to think our mothers and grandmothers, grandparents, all the female people, know, they used to think that taking birth as a female is a curse. So we will have to face all the troubles, all the pains, regular periods every month, and pain, and sickness and weakness. And after that also, when we get married, no education is to be given, equal chances will not be given as to the male baby. Even now they have that biased upbringing in our families, so that should go away. At least now we are have that wisdom that both are equal, and both the energies are very important, the male energy and female energy. Without this, female counterpart is the part of the energy, shakti we call, no, ma, amma, ammavaru we say, that jagat janani. So lalitambika, she is the shakti part of it, and this is the mass, that is the sthula shakti, is that male energy. So both are important. When they unite only, we can give birth to the that divine soul, and we can, that kumara sambhavam will happen with the shiva and shakti sammelanam only. So that is the thing, we have to understand that thing. And we should not have that biased feeling. And equal opportunities should be given in education, and even in giving diet also. They used to, this male boy, he needs more of energy and he has to go out and work. That's why the major portion will be given to male boys, and all protein food is to be given to them. And females, know, the mother and the daughters, they used to take the remains of the food only. Like that, they are deprived of that nutrition, so they used to be very weak and anemic also. And added to that, they used to get periods every month, and they used to lose that their blood. And after marriage also, no proper education is to be given, and they never used to go out and come into the society, do jobs or explore things. So, and after marriage also, they have to leave their parents and enter into an entire new environment and live with the in-laws and the husband. And they there also, there used to be a domination also. So and before they could understand that environment and get accustomed, they used to get pregnant and used to get bigger children, and that responsibility also they used to have. So they used to think that taking birth as a female is a curse. um, we used to listen to our grandparents and mothers calling that, why I have taken, I am also suffering, so I thought you would take as a birth as a male baby, so you also came to suffer only here. Like that only they used to talk, and that thing, no, those talks, they enter into subconscious mind, and we also have that negative feeling that we will have all pains, troubles, and marriage and periods and everything we take in a negative way, that it's a suffering we take. And we are taught that during the periods also, that period blood, no, that is impure, that we used to get that from ancestors, no, they used to keep us very in a separate room. We are not allowed to touch pickles or people, like that we are not allowed to go to school or anywhere else. And festivals and these pujas and rituals, we are not allowed to enter those places. So we are treated like untouchables, like that. But the main reason and the science behind that is, we are allowed to take rest during those 3 or 5 days of bleeding, so that we are very weak, no, we can rest and be peaceful. Because there used to be giant families. In those families, they used to do all the household work and cooking and all, so they never used to get rest at all. So during these periods, they are allowed. The main idea was that, but it is misinterpreted, and all misconceptions have come out through those customs. So let us leave all those misbeliefs. Actually, that is the sacred blood, because during periods, no, the first period means menarche, we call that. At that time, the ovaries and the uterus, which are the reproductive organs which stay in our swadhisthana chakra, they get matured, and the worms are ready to come out from the follicles to be ready to become a mother. So that process starts from there. So from the seed, it germinates and becomes a plant, leaves, branches, flowering. Flowering is the that becoming mature, no? That flowering. That's why we call Pushpavati Ayindi. That's what we say when the girl gets mature, no? So the special care used to be given. They used to take rest. They are allowed to take rest, and they are treated in a special manner, and they used to celebrate that they used to have that function. All the relatives and friends, they will come and bless that child. She will be given ornaments will be worn, and this pavada and blouse and this davani they used to wear. And she used to sit on a special chair, and everything, special sweets will be given to her. Everybody brings gifts, so clothes. So she is treated in a special way, like a princess. That tradition was actually to get that understanding, and she should feel that she is special. Otherwise, she will get frightened, no, because she's the blood first time in her life. Most people, even if I go to the rural areas in the schools, when I ask about how did you feel when you got that first menstrual period, they used to say that I thought I got some urine in the blood and my kidneys are spoiled, or blood means cancer, they think. So some disease has occurred to me. So they used to cry for the first time. And this is the responsibility of the parents, especially the mother, to educate the child when the secondary sexual characters begin to appear. Because the body grows, no, the chest and everything, they develop breasts and all. At that time itself, The mother should prepare the girl child, that this is going to happen, this is what is happening in your body, these are the reproductive organs, and this is what happens, and this is how the menstrual cycle begins. And when you see the blood for the first time, don't get frightened, just come and tell me. And you should, teachers also should educate the children, girl child. And also I should say that the boy in the family also should know about this. When he understands what is happening to his sister and what is happening to his mother, then he can properly understand and supports and cooperates with his partner or wife when he gets married. Otherwise, he can't understand actually what is happening and what pain or what mood swings she will be undergoing and all. He cannot understand. That's why it is celebrated in the family. And the boy also watches his sister is being treated as a separate, like a princess, like a goddess, and she'll be decorated, and she is worshipped as a goddess only during that time. So in Kaumari Puja also, during Dasara Navaratris also, we worship the girl child. So all these traditions are in put in a subtle way so that people can understand the meaning and the tradition behind that, science behind that. But unfortunately, it all went as this wrong way only. So from that time, the ovaries get mature and they release each ovum per cycle. Regular periods won't come in the beginning for 1 year or so. Some anovulatory cycles only will happen. After that, regularly 28 to 30 days cycle will be there. That is the normal. Or 25 to 30 can be taken as normal thing. It also coincides with the lunar cycle also. The new moon day, no, there won't be an Amavasya, we say. And that day, if you take as the first day, the from the ovary, the ovarian follicle will start growing like a moon. And on the full moon day, that is the 14th day. 14 days after that, we get that full moon will be there, no? Like that only in the ovary also, the small follicles, they grow and come to the full bloom. On the 14th or 15th day, the ovulation happens. That means the follicle slowly bursts and releases one ovum to get fertilized and turn into the baby. So on the 14th day, if the egg is not fertilized, so the purpose of this egg is not served, no? That's why that ovum, and also the bed is prepared for the baby in the uterus. That lining will be thickened and it will be very soft, like a soft like makmal pillow like thing, because the egg has to get embedded there, and for the baby to be very comfortable, the nature, mother nature has created such a beautiful thing in our body. So in that uterus, that lining will be ready by the 14th day due to the hormonal thing, estrogen. And this ovum gets released, and through the tube ovary, it travels through the tube and enters the uterus and gets embedded there to be fertilized. When the fertilization doesn't happen, this ovum gets shrinked, and this lining also, another hormone like progesterone will be secreted, and the estrogen slowly drops out, and this whole lining of the uterus will be shrinked and shedded out, and along with that some bleeding, and this ovum, they get expelled during our period time. That's what happens actually. This is all the process that happens in the female body for the preparation of that motherhood. So that blood is not impure and you are not impure during that time. You have that high energy levels and all the chakras will be open. So you are in a divine state of thing actually. So you need not worship. That's why you are not allowed to do pujas or worships like that. Not that you are forbidden for that, from that. So this is all the science. And for this hormonal thing, this cyclical thing to happen, all the organs in our body from the hypothalamus, from the higher level. You know that you have these chakras: Sahasrara chakra, Agna chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, Manipur chakra, Anahat chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, and Mooladhara chakra. And in our corresponding to these chakras, we have in our body parts also the corresponding hormones and endocrine glands. So we know that we have two halves of this brain, right brain and left brain, and in the mid brain you have that pituitary gland and pineal gland and hypothalamus also. From higher level, that hypothalamus actually, it secretes that gonadotropin hormone. That gonadotropin hormone, it in turn stimulates the pituitary gland, which is the size of a pea, in between this at the level of the Sagna chakra. If you go deep, no, in between the two halves of the brain, you have that pituitary gland. That pituitary gland gets stimulated. That in turn, what it does, it secretes follicular stimulating hormone, that is to stimulate the ovaries to produce the follicles. Follicles means how I can explain. Each follicle contains one ovum. So many follicles will develop, only one gets matured each month around that 14th or 15th day of our cycle. So to illustrate that, this follicular stimulating hormone goes and stimulates the ovary. So hypothalamus, pituitary to ovum, this cycle happens like this. This ovary in turn getting that follicular stimulating hormone, it produces lot of hormone like called estrogen, the female hormone we say. That estrogen, what it does is, it matures that follicle and gets the ovum to get released. Around that 14th day, the highest quantity of estrogen will be ready. This feedback goes to the pituitary and from there to the hypothalamus. So it says, okay, the optimum level and the maximum level has reached. Now stop producing that follicular stimulating hormone, because the follicle already got stimulated and it got matured and it is ready to rupture. So at that stage, what happens is, this estrogen levels stops to grow, and another hormone called luteinizing hormone from the pituitary only, it gets secreted and it goes to the peak level, which gets the follicle to rupture and get the ovum released. So from that stage, from 14th day to till the date we get our periods, that 28th day, these 14 second half of the cycle, these another 14 days, we have that luteinizing hormone secreting in our body, which produces another hormone called progesterone, which is the main reason to nourish the zygote to develop in the early pregnancy. So that progesterone also will be there. When the 28th day comes, no, when there is no fertilization, these two, estrogen and progesterone, also from their peak level, they suddenly drop. At that time, our shaded uterine lining and this ovum and a certain amount of blood, from the oozing from the uterine wall, inside wall, they all come out as the menstrual blood or menstrual bleeding or periods. So this process should happen once we get matured from the menarche till we get that menopause stage. That means all the ovums get exhausted, and then there is no necessity, there is no need to become a mother. That at that stage we suddenly, slowly, gradually it happens actually in our body. Slowly we stop getting our periods. That is called the menopausal stage. In between, this period is very fertile. That is the fertility age of us. So till the mid age of around say 20 to 30 is the most fertile period, and after 30 it declines till 40. 40 to 45 also we may get children, but chances are very rare because the ovulation rate is very low. we don't have that ovary reserve, it will be very low. That's why you don't get uh, that much of children at that age. So this is the actual process, the natural and physiological thing. So if we understand the natural thing, and we have the proper knowledge about this process, getting periods and ovulation and the motherhood, pregnancy, and childbirth, then we can plan. Our pregnancy should be a planned one. We should be prepared for that pregnancy and childbirth. It should not be an accidental thing. Usually what happens is, previously child marriages used to happen, and before she could understand what is about this menstrual cycle itself, she will become a mother. She won't have that knowledge at all. Previously joint families will be there, used to be there, and elders will be there, they used to guide, and without her knowledge only she used to give birth and all. And very early also the uterus and ovaries, they don't get matured, and physiologically they are not ready to give birth. That's why miscarriages will happen, and very anemic will be the girl, and premature births will happen. So, to avoid all these things, you should have that proper understanding. You should have that normal physical, complete health, and you should not be obese, and you should be mentally prepared and financially prepared. And both the parents, that is the wife and husband, they are both should have the understanding, and they should have not only that physical relation, and emotionally and mentally also, they should heartfully they should connect with each other. Then only you can give birth to a, you can invite a divine soul to enter into your womb and give birth to that divine soul. You can get that divine baby into our family. So that is the process. So before marriage itself, when you are a child and when you get mature, no, you should have all this knowledge with you, and you should maintain that complete physical health and eat properly nutritious food, preferably vegetarianism only. I promote vegetarian food only, because that is the food meant for us, the human beings. So take plenty of vegetables, fruits, nuts, water, and liquids, and have proper physical exercise also, and mental ventilation. Take proper knowledge, right knowledge, and do meditation, and do some breathing exercises. You are lacking all the vitamin D, vitamins, and natural resources, and everything is artificial nowadays. All processed food, junk food you are taking, so you are not getting proper nutrition, and that balanced diet is not there properly. So if when from the food we take only, no, all the hormones and everything you get properly, the estrogens and progesterones, and this insulin, everything, any hormone from the diet you get only, they will have the proper balance in our body. And also if your high cholesterol level means, the balance will go. And liver, fatty liver has become a very common thing nowadays because of the obesity and high cholesterol intake. So you have to take much fiber and less carbohydrates, high protein, and a lot of healthy liquids, not these cool drinks and coca colas, not that. You have to take fruit juices and buttermilk, like that. So all the tattvas in your body, kapha, vata, pitta, should be balanced, and all the carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and proteins should be balanced. And dairy products also you have to take in a limited quantity only, because nowadays, no, they are giving a lot of hormones to the animals. Also we are getting that milk so full of oxytocin and all. It's not so good nowadays. We should say that have to restrict that poultry intake also, and dairy products also, and have proper exercise and get sunlight and vitamin D. All these are required for your normal hormonal balance, and also because once one hormone gets affected, no, from the pituitary, it may affect the thyroid. Children, they are having, so many are having this hypothyroid problem also, and they are getting diabetes at an early age. And when you are pregnant also, gestational diabetes, they say, they are getting that because of that obesity and imbalance of the insulin resistance is going out of the way. So they are getting that also, and they are getting large babies. Because of that, they have to conduct the cesarean operation and all. And the baby also gets the birth defects, cardiac problems, lung problems, everything. So you have to have this knowledge in your mind and plan properly. When you are a child, girl child itself, you have to plan for your marriage and motherhood, and everything you should have in your mind. And uh, if you are not getting if you are not having children, means you are eager to conceive, means you should have a proper clarity in your mind when you should get married, when should you should plan for the for a child. You should not be in a hurry, and should not be accidental. You should not be under force of the family or society or the husband or in-laws. You are the mother, you are going to bear the child, so you have got that 100% rights. And your husband, your spouse, your husband means your wife, you both should have an understanding when to have the child. You should have a plan. Then you have to have that loving relationship, loving union between you, not a physical one out of lust. It's not, it should not be out of lust, it should be out of divine love. That union should be like that, so that the divine source, they should be ready to come into your family, enter as a family member to become your child. So they should enter your home, you know, though that should be very pure, like a temple. So I have to prepare yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, in every way, and financially also. You should not have that financial stress. Can I invite a child now? Am I ready to become a mother, to become a father? Can I balance the situation, financial situation, and the responsibility to become a mother also? Till now, you are a child to your mother only, to your parents, and still you are a kid. Now you are going to become a mother. You have to take that responsibility. That also you should be aware of, and you should be ready to take that responsibility. You should not think, I can't do this. It will be nice only for that. That's why postpartum insanity also comes. You will become behave like a mad person sometimes. You cannot take the responsibility, you cannot face that. This child, I have to take care of this 24 hours, I have to feed the child, I have to attend to her urinals and everything. Everything I have to take, and I have to nurture this child, means I can't take this. So you cannot face that. So that also happens. Everything you have to prepare mentally beforehand. Both the parents. It's not the responsibility of the mother alone. That's what I'm telling. The father also should take the equal responsibility, because the child comes from them only. No, you are the father and you are the mother. So both of you should nurture the child. It should not be an imbalanced thing, and the tendency will be the baby will cling to one parent mostly. That should not happen. Should get the love from both the parents equally, and this female or male should not complain and about the other parent. Then also they will have that confusion. So then also they will be clinging to one parent, and they will start hating the other person. and they develop some sort of hatred towards the males or to the females, like that. That should not happen. There should be a healthy baby and healthy environment in the family. Not only the parents and in-laws will be there, no, whoever that is there in the family, they all should be ready to welcome the baby, irrespective of the gender. That also I should specify. You should not say we don't want a girl child, or we want only maybe male baby, or we want only Lakshmi Devi, female baby only. We don't want any males in our generation together. We don't have a girl child. Like that, you should not have that biased thing. You should invite that divine soul. That divine soul, we don't see God as a female or male, no. Like that only you have to invite. You should be ready. You are inviting the divine soul in whichever form it comes, no. You should be able to accept it as it is. Otherwise, what happens if you know that you are going to get a girl baby? Most previously, it used to be very common. They used to kill that fetus inside only, and they used to get aborted, and so it's a very horrible thing. Even if the baby knows that, even the trials fail, no, if and the fetus survives and continues to be in the mother's womb, then also it knows, it has that divine knowledge, it knows. And the baby thinks, so my mother doesn't want, and everybody in the family, they don't like me, they don't want me to be born, so let me die inside itself, and she will commit suicide. That's why some miscarriages happen even in the second trimester, or before birth also. They put the umbilical cord around neck, we say cord around the neck, and they get strangulated and they die in the womb itself, before birth also, just before birth also. They don't want to come out, and they don't want to face the family members, or they don't want to trouble their mother. So mother will suffer because of me. That's what their child thinks. So all these things you should know. And when you hate a female child, and the child happens to be a female baby, what happens is, we see some children, they behave and act and dress like a male only, boyish only. Why that happens means you don't behave like a girl only. Why you are like that, like a boy? My parents and society comments again, because it knows from the womb itself that nobody accepts me as a girl, so it practices to be like a boy, to be like a boy, to let me behave like a boy. In this way, people accept me. My mother feels happy, like that. So those habits and things, they inculcate it. So all these things happen because of our thought process only. So the mother should be very careful and very intelligent, and should use this wisdom. So every thought, every feeling, every diet, diet means not only the this food, the through eyes whatever she is taking, through ears whatever she is listening, in her mind whatever she thinks, everything goes to the baby and it affects. We know the stories, no, of Abhimanyu, Prahalada. They learned everything in the womb only, from the womb only. Abhimanyu learned that to enter into the Padma Vyuham in when he was in her mother's womb. And Prahalada, though he is the son of that demon Hiranyakaspa, he becomes the devotee of Narayana, because he listens to that Narayana mantra when he was in her his mother's womb through Narada. So these are not stories. We now in modern days, now in this modern technology, we can see the ultrasound scanning, no, when the gynecologist checks, you can just observe, you can see when you are listening and you are in a happy mood and you are listening to a beautiful music, the baby dances inside. and moves his limbs and hands and feet like that. And when the mother is fearful and she is worried, means it goes to into the corner of the womb uterus, and it goes and like this it lies down, it won't move. When the mother is worried also, anxious also, the movements will be very very much more aggressive. So like this you can observe. And it opens its eyes from the second trimester, after 6 weeks or 8 weeks. It opens and it makes faces, and it expresses, moves hands and feet, everything, plays with the umbilical cord, dances in the amniotic fluid, and it tastes the amniotic fluid. And from the 28th week, it can hear also. It can hear to the voices. So the loud sounds, they are not advisable, and very bright lights are not advisable. And it can feel the touch of the parents. It loves most the mothers and fathers voices, and they touch. So I advise the parent, the father also, the mother, to introduce the father to the baby. The pre-birth communication should be there. The father should place his hand on the wife's tummy, and should tell that, see, I am your father, I am so and so, and we are all waiting for you. We love you so much. We are waiting for you so eagerly. Please come soon. Like that, he should talk, and they should introduce to the all the vegetables, all the colors, all everything, whatever they want their child to know, and whatever they don't want to know also they should avoid, and whatever they want their child to become like a good person, to develop into a good person with healthy habits and all, to eat all the vegetables, not only potato fry, eat all the leafy vegetables, means the mother should introduce, see, I'm eating this carrot today, this is very healthy for your healthy skin, your eyes will be very beautiful and you will have a beautiful vision. She should explain these leafy vegetables, they are very good for your health, the blood will be more, I will have nice hemoglobin levels. That's why for nice complexion I am eating this. I am eating these fruits for our good health only. They are very good for heart, very good for bones. You should tell and introduce when they are in the womb itself. Then they don't have that, I don't want this, I don't want this. They won't say. You should try this. Practically, I tried with my patients, and that pre-birth communication helps a lot. And we say that baby addan tirigindi, the become head should be in the downward position and legs will be like this, no, the for the smooth normal delivery. Sometimes the baby turns like this, the head will be above, or they will be transfers in a horizontal position in spite of being vertical. At that time also I tell the mothers, see, something is there, the baby doesn't like in your family or in your feelings or in your thoughts. Just put your hand on your tummy and sit like this and do meditate, and tell the baby, see, everything is okay. Mama loves you very much, and father loves you. Your papa loves you very much. We are all very eagerly waiting for you. Why are you turning like this? Turning away your face like this? Come down soon, normal. Come down to your normal position. You don't have any trouble. If you are like this, no, I should I will have trouble, and you too should have to suffer to pass that way. So be normal and cooperate with me. We both will travel together. Let us have that normal delivery. I am very eagerly waiting for you. Please come to the normal position. You should talk like this. It happened to mostly all of the patients, to my patients. They talk to the around 32nd week or so, 8th or ninth month beginning. The baby is to be in the scanning, the baby will be in the abnormal position. They used to plan for the cesarean, but the baby has to come down to the normal position, and they had all of them had normal deliveries. and that their hemoglobin levels, everything, they came to normal. And that amniotic fluid also, sometimes it will be more, it will sometimes it will be very less. You have to take lot of liquids and water, and this buttermilk, coconut water you should take, and barley water, and sagu payasam and all, and all the cooling agents you should take. And certain foods you have to take more according to your deficiencies. All these things the doctors advise, according to their advice you have to take them, and take complete rest. And you should have a certain amount of physical exercise also. You should not have a sedentary life and just eating and sitting and watching TV. It's not good. You don't have a normal delivery, because you will become obese and baby will be very large to come out. So you should have balanced thing. You should have proper exercise, proper diet, proper nourishment, a balanced diet, and also a good sleep and relaxation. And every night, at least for 5 minutes, the both husband and wife, they should hold their hands together and pray and talk to the baby, putting their hands over the abdomen and talk to the baby. Everything, day to day, everything. See, I have come out. This is a beautiful garden. The sky is like this, and sun is shining. The moon is beautiful. It is its breeze is coming. Everything you can share with the baby, as though they are in front of us. And like this, we can talk to the baby. Everything it receives very eagerly and very enthusiastically, and everything it takes. Everything from the mother, especially, takes each and every feeling and every mood, every good thing or bad thing. So, Matura Deva Bhava, that's why they say mother is the first and foremost and important guru for the baby. So, it's our responsibility as a uh, female person to have that motherly, unconditional love, and that preparedness, and welcoming of the child, and nurturing the child, and having that pre-birth communication with the child, and uh, having a normal and healthy baby inside, and have the normal delivery also. And the reasons why we don't get bigger children, and we don't have pregnancy, and why do we have that infertility issue means, usually physically, if you say medically, some ovarian issues, that is PCOD or PCOS, we say, that is polycystic ovarian disease or polycystic ovarian syndrome, where the follicles won't get matured completely. Small follicles, so many follicles, they increase in size and stop there. They don't release that ovum, so ovulation won't happen regularly. So regular ovulation is not mean, they're not there means that ovum should be available, no, to get fertilized. So they don't get children. And another disease is endometriosis. That means that endometrial lining will be there for the baby to have that bed inside the uterus. You will have that lining, no, that mucus lining. That lining will that endometrium, in spite of being inside the instead of being inside the uterus, outside the uterus also, around the tubes or around the ovaries or around the intestines, outside the uterus also, there will be some endometrial tissue. That is a genetic problem. Some girls will have severe pain, they will have during periods, and they will get irregular periods, and they will pass huge amounts of blood, and blood clots will be there. And they should also get treatment for this endometriosis. And for the PCOD also, you should have regularize your diet, and see the foods that contain the phytoestrogens. Instead of taking hormonal pills, you can include them in your diet, like cranberries, berries, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, and these halim seeds, these are all rich in phytoestrogens. They contain estrogens. You take them in your diet. And that also in the first 14 days of your cycle, certain foods have to be taken, and second half of the cycle certain foods have to be taken. During the period certain foods you have to take, and rich in vitamins and iron and beetroot and these nuts and udad dal and jaggery. These are all rich in calcium and drumstick leaves, menti leaves. All these things you have to take because they contain lot of calcium and iron, and dairy. So you have to take a balanced diet, do regular exercises, and certain yoga asanas also will be there. You have to Baddha Konasana. The yoga gurus will teach you. If you do like that, if you are not getting regular periods, also they will get regularized. If you practice these asanas also, and these pranayama procedures also, you have to practice Anloma Viloma Pranayama, Bhramari Pranayama, and Kapala Bhati to get that belly fat, visceral fat to get reduced. All these things you can practice pranayama and yoga and proper balanced nutritious diet and proper exercise and awareness of all these things, and controlling your thoughts and moods. These all affect the hypothalamus. From there, pituitary, from there, everything, the balance will go away. Thyroid gets affected. Usually, people with thyroid, they have these ovarian issues. People with ovarian issues will have thyroid and also diabetic issues because these are all interconnected. But one is out of balance means everything will, today or tomorrow, the everything, the balance will go away. So your health will get affected, and you should be healthy and happy, no, to have a healthy baby and to nurture them and to bring them up. You should be very healthy and happy and very energetic, no. So you should be in a physically fit condition and mentally a balanced state of mind. So all these things are important. And endometriosis, PCOD, and certain times the uterus won't grow properly. In the mother's womb itself, will have that defect. The infantile uterus, they say very small uterus will have. Some people have they don't have that genital canal developed. They can be diagnosed in a early stage. They can be reconstructed also. Certain cases you can treat them also, correct them. And PCOD also, low amounts of their hormones they give cyclically to regularize the periods and get the ovulation stimulated. And when the ovum is released, you can plan for the pregnancy. And one more thing is, I should tell, it will not be infertility means it will not be on the female side only. Male infertility also will be there. Usually people blame the girl only, that she is not having children and all. They treat her very badly. When you go to the functions in the society also, they don't say anything about the man, and they plan to get him married to another girl also because she is not getting children and all. But they also have issues, no. They have the seminal count low, or the active spermatozoa will be less, because the motility of the spermatozoa may be less because of the, that also because of smoking or alcohol consumption, or because of overheat, or wherever they are working, certain areas of factories, if they are working there, means lot of heat is produced, means the testis or scrotal sac should not be overheated, so that the spermatozoa will die. So they have to change their job also. And proper sleep should be there, proper diet, they too should have that proper diet. And certain diseases like varicocele, they say, because there will be veins will be enlarged like that, that can be corrected with surgery. So if they come forward and get checked up in the with the doctor, this can be very easily corrected, and they can have children also. and tubal blocks also will be there in girls. The ovum is there, ovum is releasing the ovum, but the tube through which the worm has to travel and enter the uterus may be blocked because of the infections or the previous any surgical procedures means some infection might have entered and they get blocked also. If that also is diagnosed in early stage, they can be repaired again. And one side tube alive means also, if it is patent also, that is also sufficient. Both the tubes need not be a patent. One tube is also is enough. So they have the chances of getting children. So these are all the things. And yeah, both the parents they should plan, wife and husband, and get prepared and pray. Should have hold their hands together and pray and invite. We are very eager and we are looking forward for you to enter our family. We have kept your, this is your room, this is going to be your room, this is how we are planning. These are the toys, and this is our grandma, grandfather, and we love you so much. What else you want us to do? What all you expect? You tell us. They will come into the dreams, and in any form or during meditation, you can feel their presence, and you can take their messages also, because they are divine souls. Now, when you are pure and when you are in pure state of mind, they will freely communicate with you in the form of a energy ball or colors or faces or anything. You can find it, you will know. You will know when they come. No, you will know. When you become pregnant also, you will know. But you should be aware of it. That's all. You will if you should be in that state of awareness, then you will know what do you want, what are the things you want us to do. And you should and we should promise them also, you are taking birth on this earth to fulfill your own soul's journey and your own agenda. So we will not interfere with your agenda. Mostly what we pay, as parents we do means, we all our ambitions and everything, our fulfillments and unfulfilled things, we expect our children to fulfill them, and we impose our things into them, and forcefully we make them doctors or engineers, or to learn this thing or that thing, or to become like this, to become like this, to do things and do not do things like this. No, it should not be like that. We should give a proper free hand to them, and we should support them. We should guide them properly, and we should support them to achieve their souls, to have their own soul's agenda and their own soul journey. We are also unique, and we also have our own soul's agenda. No, we have to fulfill our own life's goal. So we will go in this way. Our husband will go in this way, and our children, they should have our both parents support, and we should support them in their journey. We should not interfere or restrict their path, or we should guide them in a proper way, and let them achieve their spiritual path and go in their own way to fulfill their karmic balances. So they only chose the child. The divine soul chooses the parent, the father and mother, the family, the house, the place, the country, the language, everything. It plans, and accordingly it wants to come. So we have to support and accept the child as it is. And certain things also happen because, and before conceiving also, because the technology has improved so much. Previously we never used to have that knowledge. Now we can have as premarital counseling, and genetic counseling also before you conceive, so that any genetic defects are there means we can plan and how to avoid them and how to get prepared. And if we can avoid, you can avoid also. Take the doctor's advice and get the basic medical tests done, blood tests for both the partners, wife and husband, blood tests, and any semen analysis, and ovulatory follicular tests, and fertility chances, and other maybe they everything will be, periods will be regular, everything, but some small fibroids might be there. So you can, if you have that awareness, no, accordingly you can plan your delivery and your pregnancy. And certain people, as I said, they develop high blood pressure and certain this mm, water retention and swelling of the feet, anemia, and also high amniotic fluid, large amniotic fluid will be there. And certain times amniotic fluid will not be there, be sufficient. And that placenta, the placement of the placenta also, where it is lying down, all these things will be detected through scanning and blood tests and regular checkups, and you can correct them at each stage according to the doctor's advice. And certain genetic defects also we can know now. Previously that facility was not there. Now we can assess them through DNA tests, such as certain blood tests. And in early pregnancy and second trimester also, around 10 or 14 weeks time, you can take the amniotic fluid, or from the mother's blood also the baby's DNA can be detected. From that you can detect chromosomal abnormalities. That is, you get that mental retarded children, no, the Down syndrome, and the uh, uh, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, and birth defects in the hole in the heart, and the lungs are not developed, and kidneys have not developed. There is a kidney issue. In the womb itself, they can treat also certain cases. They can correct them. That facility is there nowadays. And immediately after birth also, they will hand over the infant to the pediatric surgeon, and they treat the child either medically or surgically. That can be corrected if detected in a early stage. So that can be done. And there is major deficit or major health hazard means to the baby, for its survival, they will terminate the pregnancy also in the early stages. In the later stage means it's not advisable, and it's harmful to the mother also. So that can be detected, can be diagnosed in a very early stage. And uh, yeah, gestational diabetes also, it goes away after the childbirth, but the mother should be careful so that she won't get type 2 diabetes in early in her age. So those things you have to keep in mind. And RH typing also, blood groups also. RH negative mother means, if the child is RH negative, means it's okay. Otherwise, RH positive child and RH negative mother means that the blood no interacts through placenta, they travel no this side and that side. First child, it will be okay. Otherwise, second child means that interaction will be there, and the child develops bleeding disorder and high jaundice. So when it is detected in the later months of pregnancy, and immediately 72 hours after the delivery, they give the antibodies to the mother, so that the she won't get sensitized, and there won't be any problem for the second child. That also you should keep in mind during pregnancy. What else? And the cleft lip, cleft palate, all these things, these defects can be corrected nowadays surgically. No problem, no issues. And
Ma'am, there are certain
yeah,
things like for eclipse time, mother should be like should not move. Some of the
Yeah. Because
things are there, right?
yes. Because at that time, even if violet rays, radiation, and all these things are not good, no ma. If you enter the radiology room, radiologists they wear an apron so that that radiation should not enter. It is carcinogenic and it causes the defects in the organs. Even in adults also it is not advisable. The
Oh.
radiologists they have that some indication
Mm.
for to the certain amount of radiation only they can take. They will wear an apron like that during eclipse
Mm.
time. This is science only, it's not a
Mm.
myth or misbelief or
Superstitious. Mm.
like that.
Mm.
So during that time, better you take rest in a peaceful manner. Stay at home inside the house. It is better to be like that. No, why going out and venturing?
No, 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 I'm just asking, like, I mean,
Like it only.
mm, yeah, okay.
It will have a much
So
of
it's good to
radiation.
follow that, okay, those.
It's good only if you can follow. Even otherwise,
Mm.
also
Okay.
nothing that much of adverse will happen. But
Yeah, if a mother is working these days, we have to
yeah,
go out, and as a for a working
of
mother,
course,
this
for that
eclipse
way
we
you can
don't even.
take
Mm,
leave. You
yeah.
can explain to your boss and take leave. If it is not
Mm,
possible, you can go early. During that eclipse time, you don't come out. It will not be
mm,
there for
mm.
the whole day, no. For few hours
Okay,
only it
okay,
will be there, no. At that time, you be in the office. See that you
okay.
won't stay outside. Even
Get outside. Okay, okay.
if it is inevitable also, you sit in meditation and pray that universe is nature only. No, you are also a mother.
Mm, mm,
Nature is also a mother. You tell the
mm,
universe that let it not affect you adversely. Tell it. So
mm,
there is no other go for me. So I have come out. Please don't affect me. Even otherwise also that the food we are taking, the water we are taking, the air we are inhaling, everything is polluted only now. Not only during eclipse, but otherwise also it's full of chemicals now. Chemicals and pollutants, all carcinogenics and all plastics, all junk we are eating and inhaling and drinking. Even otherwise also we are not safe. But knowingly better, if you can avoid, better to avoid. No, that's all. That's
Ma'am, also how a mother should prepare for the delivery, like when it is coming, like in your eighth month, ninth month, you'll have
all.
an anxiety, right? Like how some people will say water break will happen, so many scenarios, and people will scare.
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
the,
Don't listen to
mm,
to those horrifying and negative stories. Um, uh, think of the positive things only and normal deliveries only of your grandmothers, great grandmothers, and all. They used to have normal deliveries at home only. They used to work till the last minute also, and they used to have normal delivery. If you have proper exercise and proper diet and proper weight management and proper movements and proper size of the baby, and if the baby is healthy and in the normal position, it should happen normally only. Why should the water will break prematurely? And unless there is something abnormal, usually it won't happen, ma, because the nature is so great. It covers all natural things naturally only. Don't be apprehensive and read all positive things, positive stories, and listen to good music and be relaxed and read to books in the TVs and everything. Also, all happy and comedy things, only devotional things you try to watch, so nothing will happen. You talk to your doctor, believe in your gynecologist, go to a person who gives assurance to you. where you feel comfortable, the nursing home, the nursing care, everything you can plan beforehand, because 9 months will be there from the time you conceive. So you can, if you don't feel comfortable there, you can take a second opinion and shift to another place. That's why usually the first delivery you come to your parents' house, mother's house, so that everything will be familiar to you, and you feel comfortable with your mother and your brothers, sisters, father, and surroundings, neighbors, so that you won't have that apprehension. And whatever food you want to eat without inhibitions, you can eat here. That's why they advise to go to your mother's place for the first delivery. All these traditions have that meaning only.
Yeah. Ma'am, thank you
Ma'am,
so much. Thank you, Gayatri Garu.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Friends, anyone else has any questions? Please
Swayam,
unmute.
I don't have any question, but it's really wonderful wisdom, ma'am. Every mother, every woman should get, not only mother. I think at least after marriage or before marriage, they should get this knowledge. We didn't get it when we are young, but I
That's
wish
what
everybody should get it.
yes, yes, yeah. We
Yes.
should teach our girls and also boys also. That's what I'm insisting. They should get
Yes.
that knowledge. They should
Yeah, maybe
understand.
I'm listening to tell my daughter-in-law who is coming in my life. Maybe for that I'm
Yes,
listening
yes.
now. It's already
Yes,
late
Mani
for
garu.
me.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought, and such a beautiful and enlightening session, Nalini ma'am. Thank you so much. And you have given us beautiful knowledge. Even while I was listening to the session, I thought, oh, 20 years ago I was pregnant. I don't know all this knowledge. I was thinking then immediately, as Mani garu said, I was thinking in my mind, okay, I can use all this knowledge for my kids when they become pregnant and all. And thank you, Mani garu, for introducing such an amazing master to us, bringing Nalini madam to Joy platform.
Yeah, Akka,
And
I have a question.
Thank Bindu
yeah,
madam.
yeah, Swarna. Yes, yes, Swarna. Go ahead.
Even
Go
if
ahead,
you
Swarna.
forget now, if you have any doubts also, you can tell Swaim Garu
Yeah.
or Mani Garu, and they will convey it to me. Or you can discuss in the group. I will try to clear your doubts.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ma'am,
For
we
those
have some
who,
menopause questions. So how to take care, like how to, I
Uh,
mean, when we are going through menopause time, like, I mean, maybe we'll do separate session for that. I mean, this purpose of this session is different, but I
I
mean,
can
it's a
take another
wonderful
session.
knowledge. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
If you have any
Mm.
specific doubt regarding menopause, if you have any problem or any issues, you can just ask. I will try to brief. Otherwise, I will take another session later on.
yeah, Gayatri garu, if you have any question, please go
Uh,
ahead. We all will listen. We are all on the same boat.
yeah, yeah. I, mm, So for me, I had I mean a lot of polyps in my uterus, and then they did DNC for a couple of times, and it didn't work out, and I suffered with heavy bleeding for 4 years, and then finally they did ablation. Now I don't have period. Now I don't know if I'm 49 years old, and
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going through menopause or not. Sometimes uh, I become very like I feel very cold, and then suddenly I become very hot, and I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. I heard from somebody like this is gonna happen.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, and some educate knowledge regarding menopause, what to expect when ablation is done, like
Yeah, this is
uh,
expected only. You are in perimenopausal stage, I think. I understand.
mm,
So slowly, gradually, if the transition comes, means you are very lucky. Sometimes they will have a lot of issues and lot of symptoms. They are all expected only. Everybody is unique. Everybody's body is unique. So there will be much more like the some ups and downs will be there. Everybody is not the same thing experiencing. So this is normal only, hot flushes and becoming very cold and very weak and anxious and sleeplessness, mood swings, feel like crying, feeling alone, depressed. All these things are symptoms of perimenopause and menopause only. Your skin becomes dry, and all other things will be there. Later, on, I will explain to you in detail. And you take plenty of fluids, and as I said, you take cranberries and halim seeds in a limited quantity, because they produce heat, halim seeds. So in this season, it's summer now. So only a quarter spoon you can take, soak them in water, and you can take them directly or in some fruit juices like that. And soya products also, they contain this phytoestrogens, because you can take in a pill form, I mean, as a medicine also, hormone replacement therapy, HRT they say, because you'll be having very less amounts or nil amounts of estrogen now, because you don't ovulate anymore. So there is no need for any estrogen or progesterone in the body. So the body stops automatically to produce estrogen. But the estrogen is good for our skin and that femininity and sleep and all other things, and the bony strength, and to protect our heart from heart attacks. That's why usually ladies, till you get menopause, no, around 50 55 years, you don't get any heart attacks in ladies, whereas gents, they have after 40 years they get these heart attacks and all. We don't have that. Estrogen protection will be there. Once that is not there, we should be very careful in looking after our health, because the responsibilities will be almost over by this age. The children will grow a bit, no, they can look after themselves. So we have to take care of ourselves. So far so long we'll be running after our husband and children and family responsibilities, cooking and sending them to school, office and everything. We will be neglecting our health, our diet, our exercise, everything. So focus on your exercise, nutrition, going out, socializing, and also move about in the nature, spend time with, if you have pets or plants, like that, and refresh yourself, and have some hobbies, music, dance, or painting, or something like that, and engage yourself in a positive way, and be useful to yourself and also to the society. Then you will have a very fulfilled and happy life. I'm 69 now, so I'm having a very happy and healthy life. So I too had a hysterectomy in around the age of 44, and
Oh,
but no issues. I don't have that estrogen deficiency or anything. I correct it through diet and exercise only.
oh, thank you, ma'am.
Beautiful, ma'am. Thank you, Gayatri garu, for asking that question. Information for all of us.
Avoid
Swarna,
to
ma'am.
be in the kitchen always in the hot atmosphere. You cook something and come to the room and sit in the AC, like that. You have to adjust your routine and cycle according to the body needs. The body tells you, your physical body speaks to you. See, I am not feeling comfortable here, go away, go. I'm feeling sleepy now, go sleep. So I want
Mm,
recreation, please go out. Like that, it will tell, your mood will tell, listen to that, and accordingly you
oh,
yeah.
mm.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Swarna, please.
for my friends, like suddenly heavy bleeding started, like they started getting period, like after 3 months when they get like it will be heavy, and at that time, how to like when they go to gynecologist, they are prescribing like birth control pills, like 28 days every day you take a pill. Is
Yeah.
that good, ma'am? Like to take that, and
What
some
is the
people they
age?
suggested copper tea and all. Like
Yes, yes. What's her age, ma?
they're 44 like that. 44,
44. It is
40.
perimenopausal age only. Usually,
Mm,
that's what I'm telling you. The transition period, if it goes smoothly, you are very lucky. That's why you have to do meditation, physical exercise, and I mean some muscular development, and you should not have that belly fat, and take that nutritional diet, and
Mm,
have a calm and cool mindset you should have. And after 2 3 months, 6 months, if it comes means that periods, no, either they can be very scanty or they can be like flooding, passing of
mm,
clots, and they will become very weak and very anemic also. For that they have to correct,
mm,
giving the hematinics, like to improve your hemoglobin. And yes, yeah, they have to give that cyclical family planning pills only to get
mhm,
regularize that period cycle. If it is up to 3 months or 6 months, it's okay. Otherwise,
mm,
let her practice some yoga, yogasanas and pranayamas and diet
mm,
exercises, and accept it, and take rest during that time when she's bleeding,
mm.
like that. And she should be all right. Maybe um, before 1 year, everything gets settled down. During that time, if necessary, she can take the doctor's advice and take family planning pills.
Ma'am, I developed diabetes when I became anemic and I'm not active, and I became diabetic and I'm not. That is a cycle. It started with hormonal imbalance, with stress, and then this
That's
period
why I
happened,
told
and
you,
then
no, one
diabetes.
thing was means out of control means everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
what's your age?
I'm 49, ma'am.
49. Yeah, you can get
Mm,
your insulin resistance under control. You can take
mm,
proper exercise and be active, indulge in some dance, or go to gym, hmm?
mm, mm,
Practice yoga, and cut down your carbs. You cut down your carbs,
mm.
rice or chapati or whatever it is, and take some millets instead, and take lot of fiber, take high protein diet, drink a lot of liquids, water, like that you do, and you get your diabetes control. It can be kept under control, no problem.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
How is
much.
weight has come to normal or not?
Uh, I'm overweight only, ma'am.
Come down,
um,
come down.
Overweight. Yeah. I
You
need
put
to
a
reduce
hair
like another
iron,
10 kgs.
no?
Mm.
Your favorite heroine's picture, poster in your room. That you should become like that and focus on that. I go for
Mm.
Zumba dance every day.
Wow.
Oh,
Amazing,
that's
ma'am.
inspirational.
Amazing. We have
I'm
to learn a lot.
78 kgs, ma'am, with 5 feet 3 inches and 78 kgs. Before I used to be 83, and I cut little bit. I mean, came to 78,
Yeah,
and I need to
take
lose
more
more
weight.
weight too.
Yeah,
Mm.
slowly, you chew your food. You relish it. Take in small
Mm.
quantities. Take a small plate, so that it plate will look full, and take a lot of curry, and only this much of rice we have, with lot of salads and fruits, vegetables. You take more of them, and take lot of fiber, cut down on carbohydrate. Idli dosa is stop eating, and you can take millets dosa or this pesarattu with moong dal, no, that is protein, that you can take. Khichdi you can take, pongal you can take, such breakfast you can take. Or you can take
Mm.
sprouts and dry
Mm.
fruits in the
Mm.
morning. Oats you can take,
Yeah. Mm.
oatmeal you can take.
Mm.
And best one important thing I forgot to tell everybody. This applies to whether to you are a pregnant or not, or in the middle age or any age. What time you take your dinner?
7:30, ma'am.
Huh?
7:30
Okay,
p.m.
good. Who is that?
The Gayatri.
Gayatri. Others?
Mm.
They're not telling. 9
Once at
o'clock.
9:30. I also take it 7:30, 7:38. I'll be done. Thank you for turning on the camera, Gayatri garu.
7:30
7:30.
is
Mostly here.
okay.
Yeah.
But, try to finish it off by 6:30.
Wow.
Early
Okay.
dinner. And after
Definitely.
that, don't take anything except water.
Sure, sure, sure.
And no coffees or teas in the evening. You take in
Okay.
the morning, it's okay.
Okay. Sure, ma'am. Thank you so
Finish it
much,
off
Varna.
early dinner. And
Mm,
breakfast also before 8, 8:30
mm,
maximum. And in the afternoon, 1 or 2. One is ideal for lunch, 1 p.m.
mm.
Evening around 3:34, you can take some snacks or a tea or something like that. Your dinner should be over. Then most of the problems, the metabolic diseases, no diabetes, everything will get under control. Your weight also comes under control.
Ma'am, we have one more person who is asking questions. Varna, please ask.
Namaste, ma'am. I'm Swarna. I have a
Hi.
question for girls. I have two five-year-old girls. Nowadays, girls are mature, like getting matured after 10 years or 11 years. That's a little bit early, right? So I just want to know what kind of food I have to give them. Nowadays, some people are saying milk products are also affecting. How much milk should I give them? Should I give
Yeah,
them cheese or not?
yeah, that's what I'm
What do
telling.
you
Cut
suggest?
down on dairy and also eggs
Mm.
also don't give.
No eggs too? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because they are also giving the hormones to the hens, no?
Yeah.
Poultry. Yeah, cut down on that
Yeah.
and cut down on carbs and forcefully ask them to play games, outdoor games, and
Okay. Okay.
maintain optimum weight.
Mm.
Let them not sit, study,
Yeah. Yeah.
and not no
Mm.
indoor games,
Yeah.
no mobile phones.
Yeah.
So let
So
them be like.
milk. What do you say about milk? How much should I give, or should I give or not? Completely stop, or what do you
One
suggest?
glass of milk is okay
One
in
glass.
the morning.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all. After that, you can give some buttermilk.
okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yogurt and buttermilk, they
Yeah,
are fine, right?
yeah. Mm.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is a
What
normal
about
food.
cheese?
Yeah, yeah, you can give. You can give.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Not too
Thank
much
you,
of
ma'am.
anything.
Okay.
Let them eat a lot of vegetables and leafy vegetables,
Mm.
fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should
Thank you.
exercise.
Okay.
And fats
Yeah.
also they should reduce. Oily foods and fries,
Yeah. Okay.
cooked foods, and steamed
Mm.
vegetables. They're good.
Okay. Non-veg also not too much, or
Not too much.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Chicken and fish are
Yeah.
okay, but no mutton.
Oh, no mutton. Okay. Yeah. My husband says mutton is better than chicken for
No,
kids.
no, no,
So,
no.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you
Thank
can
you so
stop
much, ma'am.
non-vegetarian, it's best
Yeah.
actually.
I'm trying, but still,
Yeah,
it's
our
in the
human body
process.
is not the proper fuel
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
engine to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Thank you
yeah.
so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Friends, anyone else has any questions? Ma'am, I have one question. Like you said, 20 to 30, the fertility period is good. They'll have a healthy child. And then 30 to 40, it reduces, right, ma'am? But nowadays, by the time they finish their education, by the time they settle
I
in their
understand.
job, it's
Yeah.
becoming 30, 35. So, what is the solution for them, ma'am? Like, that definitely the healthy child will come in 20 to 30 period, right? In 40s, it will affect the health of the baby, right?
The chances are less to
To
we
become
can't say
pregnant
hundred
or
percent you can have a normal child. That's why these tests are there, no? that screening, genetic screening, premarital counseling, and tests in ultrasound. At each step of your pregnancy, that you should be under the guidance of in the care of gynecologists. They will guide you. They will guide you properly
Yeah, and
according to
ma'am, one more question. Like at the early stage, when they are in 20 and 30s, some people they are storing the eggs, right? Freezing the eggs,
that can
and
be
then they
done.
are utilizing.
Can also be done. That can also be done. But that's why I try to complete before 35, if possible. If possible, that's what I'm telling. If you have one child, don't try to. I should have another sibling, and the child should have another sibling to play or to share. Don't think like that.
Hmm.
According to our convenience and according to the situation, we have to plan.
Okay.
So it
And
was a
ma'am,
single
if
child of
we,
no problem.
yeah, if they freeze the eggs in 20s and 30s, and then if they are planning the baby in 40s, will they have a chance to have a healthy baby?
Yeah,
They-
yes. The
Yeah, you think
husband
that is
also
better,
should
ma'am?
have, yeah, that fertility chances,
Yeah.
no? Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
healthy
yeah, yeah.
semen will be there, should be there. So it was over.
Mm.
That
But
also,
thank you so much for amazing wisdom, ma'am. Like you gave the misconceptions and misbeliefs about the period. Like as you said, we don't go to temples and we are kept aside. And you said today that is a high energy period when we get the periods. First time that is a high energy period and all the chakras gets activated. That is sacred and divine. You gave us that information
Kamakya
today.
temple, they worship that, no? That cloth, the Amma, she menstruates once in a year in Asha.
Yes,
Yeah,
Kamakya.
yeah, Kamakya temple. They give that cloth, no, the
Oh,
soiled
I
cloth.
don't know.
Yeah, as a
Okay.
pious thing, you can bring it home and keep in the mandiram.
Wow.
So pure it is. Yeah,
So pure
Ma'am,
it
if you
is.
conceive children late, is there a chance of autism? Maybe now
yeah,
we
yes,
see like a
yes,
lot of people have autism, right? So, um,
yes, yes, yes,
okay.
yes.
Mm,
That's why it's your choice and your discrimination and your intelligence and your decision only to
mm,
invite such a baby. Are you ready to accept or not?
mm,
Should I have or not? Even
mm,
otherwise, is it okay? Can I accept the other children also as my children and be happy with that? Or can I bear that child throughout the life? Can I face
mm.
the consequences? So
Lavanya garu, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Swayam. Thank you, Nalini ma'am. So, what a beautiful combination of you with spirituality and medicine and holistic. So, I'm so grateful to all the team and bringing you here. And I was really happy listening to all the aspects what you talked about. And my question today is. Can you throw some light on how to work on the fears of miscarriage? Already, I know a person who is pregnant and she has a history of miscarriage, and she's right now she's even the doctor's telling that baby is good, but in the scans, but she is still having the fear. So how can she? Can you
So
please? Thank you, ma'am.
we should know the reason for the miscarriage. There are so many reasons, no? Usually it happens due to the in the formation of the egg itself. If there is a defect, means it will go away. It will not stand. That pregnancy won't continue. Usually that happens in the early months of pregnancy only. Before the third month of pregnancy, it happens. In the second trimester, that is after fifth month, sixth month, and all, because of the amniotic fluid is very much more in quantity, that may be the reason. Or the usually won't be the birth defects. Sometimes the cervix, the opening of the uterus will be incompetent. It opens on its own sometimes. So then they will put a stitch there. so that the pains won't come and the baby don't go, the mother won't go into the delivery, labor pains. So there are methods to protect the baby and the pregnancy. They will know beforehand what is the defect or what are the possibilities and the chances of getting a miscarriage. Need not be usually the birth defects and genetic defects only, congenital defects only in the formation of the zygote itself, the spermatozoa and the ovum. If they are defective, it's better to have a miscarriage rather than to continue that pregnancy and have a stillborn child, or a child with all the birth defects and retardation and other birth defects. So let her not have that anxiety or fear, and let her be positive and pray to God and sit in meditation and tell the masters and talk to the baby also. You are safe here in the mother's womb. I am there to protect you. I am very much eagerly waiting for you. You continue till the full term. Whatever you want, I will give you. I will nourish you properly, and I will take proper medicines, and you are in the best doctor's care, so you need not worry. Don't have any anxiety. Don't move like that. Don't be in a hurry to come out. So like that you can talk to the baby, and you can tell the masters and pray to the deity, and believe in your gynecologist, believe in yourself, believe in your motherhood and the destiny, and accept as it is. That's what I can tell. And there will be signs. If you will have some rupture of membranes, some oozing will be there, some bleeding will be there, some pains will be there. Immediately you can go to the doctor. What is there, they will put in the they will admit and put you under rest and do the proper thing, and they will elevate the head end of the bed and put stitches and keep you under rest. Like that, sometimes for 9 months also they will give you advise you bed rest also in certain cases. Some precious pregnancies will be there, no? Like that they can take care of.
Yes,
So
ma'am, you have connected with this exact point. They have the complication of opening the uterus or something, and doctors are kind of suggesting to have a stitch, but the couple are in kind of debating whether to have it or
no, no, no,
not or
no.
something.
Doctors know better, no? If they
Mm,
want, they can take a second opinion, ma. They can take a
yeah,
second opinion from another gynecologist. If she also advises the same thing, let her go for the wherever they feel comfortable, in whichever doctor they have confidence in. They can go to the doctor and have that get it done.
sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's really, really helpful, and I really appreciate your wisdom and also the universal energies to bring you here. Thank you so much. I'm kind of a tearful right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lavanya garu, and thank you, ma'am. Friends, anyone else has any questions? I'm also having the same feeling, Lavanya garu. Yeah, we're clear. This session is really amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for beautiful enlightenment session. Friends, I'll give 1 more minute. If anybody has any questions, please raise your hand. We'll have more sessions with you, ma'am, about menopause. As Gayatri Garu said, we need more light. So you have to come again and again to our Joy platform. And thank you so much for being here and giving us so much wisdom, ma'am, about you started from the menstrual period, and then planning a baby is not at the later ages after the marriage. From the beginning, from the childhood, we have to plan that information you have given and how to take care of the baby when the baby is in the womb, how to communicate with the baby, pre-birth communication, all these things I don't know when I planned for kids, but such enlightened information, we will use it for our kids. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again. And thank you, friends, all of you, for joining with us. Next Sunday, we'll meet again. We'll learn more knowledge. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you again, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pini, for conducting wonderful sessions. Thank you. We are so blessed.
Yeah,
Bringing great masters to the group. Thank you.
yeah, thank you to Manigaru for connecting us to this great master. Such a great wisdom today. And at the beginning, I forgot to record, so we missed the introduction part. I want to give introduction of Madam one more time so that it will be in the recording. So Nalini ma'am, Dr. Hemanalini ma'am, she's a medical officer from Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh.
Hemanalini, I think. Swayam, I think Hemanalini.
Nalini ma'am, Hemanalini.
Hemanalini. Oh.
Nalini ma'am, yeah, Hemanalini. She's a medical officer from Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh, and she did her MBBS and PG diploma in adolescent health, treating patients with a holistic approach. And Madam practices yoga and meditation. In our session, Madam said that she's so active till now. So this is the secret, friends. We should also practice yoga and dance to keep ourselves active and energetic. And she participates in health awareness programs, counselings, spiritual and social service activities. She also conducts workshops in meditation and motivation classes and students. Such an amazing journey, ma'am. Amazing session. Thank you again. Please do come again and again to give us more knowledge. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. One last time I'm asking, anyone has any questions, anything? If you want me to stop recording personal questions, I'm going to stop the recording now. You can ask.